Hey, what's up? I am Michelle B. I make videos every week on intentional living, and in this video I want to talk about how to stay inspired and how to stay creative. There's no exact process or procedure that you can do to achieve like an inspirational moment or a really creative thought, but there are sort of things that you can be doing on a regular basis to make sure that you're getting hit with those creative moments a little bit more regularly and that you're feeling inspired more regularly. So first things first, always be learning. This video is sponsored by Skillshare, the learning community with more than 16,000 classes in things like hand lettering, watercolor painting. There's a Gary Vee class on mastering social media. They have an Android and iPhone app which is fabulous for on-the-go inspiration. Premium membership gives you unlimited access so you can keep learning, keep on taking on new projects. The first 100 people to use the promotion link in the description down below will get premium membership for free for 2 months. Then it is only $10 a month if you like it, or if you don't, you can cancel it. So more recently when I was looking for inspiration, I went through Marie Andrews' class on Skillshare. She is a writer and an illustrator and she has an awesome Instagram that I follow. I'll link it in the description down below. But honestly, it's just always inspiring to listen to someone who might be an expert in their creative field talk about what they're passionate about. Tip number 2 for always staying creative and inspired is to always carry a notebook. This is something that I've only recently started doing since reading Kleon's Still Like an Artist. When you hear something interesting or you experience something interesting, hear a good story, chuck it in your notebook, record it, document it. So then at the end of every month or just whenever, flick through your notebook and see like what kind of patterns, what kind of ideas you can find, what things that you would actually want to do out of the ideas that you've written down, and what stories would work well in the work that you're doing. By carrying a notebook, you're making sure that the little things that give you inspiration and motivation don't escape you. Of course, you can always do this with your smartphone, but I feel like a notebook, putting pen to paper, it's just so much better. It's just so much superior. My next idea is to write down 10 ideas every day, and this was inspired by a blogger called James Altucher. When you write down 10 ideas every single day, you're exercising your creativity muscle. Even when the ideas are bad, write them down. Like some you'll write down, you'll be like, oh, that will never ever happen. I'm also not interested in it. But some ideas you might write down and be like, wow, yeah, that's a great idea. Like I want to do that now. And if you're doing this on a daily basis, the amount of cool ideas that you can come up with, it's so much more likely that you'll land on an idea that you're keen on. Tip number 4 is to always be reading a book. Reading is magical. It fills me with inspiration and motivation like absolutely nothing else. You need to be constantly filling your inspiration tank with the thoughts, ideas, writing, and just general work of other people. Depending on the book that I'm reading, I'm always just like, yes, I'm amped, I'm ready to go, and then I have to head off to work. But still, the inspiration and motivation is there. Also, I'm constantly taking in new ideas from all sorts of different sources. When you're taking in ideas from all kinds of sources, you can end up with like anything, like the world is yours. My next tip is to be creative without a purpose. So if you are a creative for a living, so like me, I'm a YouTuber, that's all my creative work, and then I have my full-time job, also creative, and I'm doing that creativity, yes, like for myself, but also for other people. And if you only get creative when you need to do a YouTube channel, or you need to write a blog post, or you need to do some project for work, your creative tank is probably just going to kind of wither. Make it a habit to be creative, like just for you, just for your soul, to nourish you without an end goal. My second last tip is vision board it out. So a vision board is a way to put all of your favorite things, all the things that inspire you, the things that make you feel happy in one place so that you can look at it and get inspiration at any point in time. You can put things that relate to your dreams and your goals on your vision board, and images that relate back to like how you want to be spending your daily time. Create a vision board and put it somewhere that you can see it frequently. So mine's actually behind my head. It's actually on my door, so I see it literally every single day. Don't just look at it and visualize like a pretty picture of the future, but look at it, visualize a pretty picture of the future, and then think about like what you need to do to get to that point. Because focusing on your goals and focusing on what you need to do to get there is always a way to stay inspired and motivated. And my last tip is to take you time. A really good saying that I read, I think it might have actually been in the 80-20 principle book, is that action drives out thought. If you're always just doing, you're always taking action, you're not giving your subconscious time to breathe and time to think of creative and inspiring ideas. Your subconscious, that part of you that has those inspiring ideas, it needs time to chill, to mull things over, to actually like release the good ideas to you. 100%, if you have a good idea, like you do need to sit down and you need to execute it. That's very important. You have to do the work. But if you aren't taking any time like in your days or even just in your weeks to like play, rest, chill out. You don't have time to like sit back, think deeply, access those creative thoughts and that inspiration. So take the time out that you need so that your creativity and your inspiration actually stays on a high. I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. If you want a free 2-month trial for Skillshare, click on the link in the description. It's the first 100 that will be able to sign up for the free trial, fall in love with it, or just see how you feel. I appreciate you guys like so incredibly much. I'd love to hear about what you do to keep yourself inspired, to keep inspiration on tap in the comments down below, and I will see you soon.